Hey guys, Topple24 back in the video. Today I'm going to be talking about the best money making methods for old school RuneScape and all of your skills. So to start off with, I'm going to talk about melee, and that'll be the Corrupted Gauntlet in Prifendas, where I currently am located. You're going to need the Song of the Elves quest, and recommend stats is about 90 plus in your melee. That'll get you 5 mil an hour. Moving on to cooking, you're going to need level 85. You're going to be able to make wild pies, which is a pie shell, raw berry meat, raw rabbit meat, raw chompy meat, and that'll get you 600k an hour. Moving on to agility, you need level 92 with recommended stats of 66 thieving, 54 prayer, 56 construction, and 62 range to complete skill challenges and loot coffins at the hallowed sepulcher. That'll get you roughly 2.9 mil an hour. Moving to mining now, you need level 50 mining to make bottled dragon breath, and that's a whopping 900k an hour. Going to fletching now, you need to make dragon bolts at level 65 fletching. That'll get you 405k an hour. Nice way to do some AFK leveling at the same time at the Grand Exchange. Moving to firemaking, this is a shocker, and this is a really great method I'm going to be starting moving towards once I get my 99 thieving, is with firemaking, cremating uranium remains, which requires level 95 firemaking, so you can go to Winter Tote and level up there and then move on over to this. Is 1.6 mil an hour. It's a fantastic way to make some free money, that's for sure. Then to ranged, I know I talked about melee earlier, but this is really special for me because I have over 1500 kills with the Warcath, and I just really like it overall. Using the Dragon Hunter crossbow and 90 ranged, you get about 3 mil an hour. Very consistent money making for a boss compared to other bosses, which are very inconsistent, but they do have a lot bigger drops, like the Corrupted Gauntlet. Then going to magic, I'm skipping over prayer just mostly because it's a big way of mostly just losing money. I mean, I don't really know a method, but please comment if you have any suggestions or anything that is actually wrong in this video that you believe that is wrong and you found a better money making method. I would definitely appreciate that. So moving on to magic is casting tan leather. I'm really sad about this because it used to be a lot more. With level 78, you can make 565k an hour, so it's a good way to level up and still make a little bit of money. Then rune crafting, you can make wraith runes at level 95 and make 1.4 mil an hour. Another thing I need to definitely level up, and I'm looking forward to. Construction is one of those ones where you can't really make any money, but then again though, you kind of can. You can maybe do some AFK leveling while you have people in your house, utilizing the gilded altar or other things, so having a tip jar there is not a bad way of making some free offhand money. Then Herblore, making divine super combat potions, as you can see by pickpocketing Muriel. You can get crystal shards, turn that into crystal dust, then make divine super combat potions with the crystal dust and super combat potions itself. You need level 97 Herblore and you can make 7.6 mil an hour. Whopping good amount of money. Then to thieving, exactly what I'm doing currently, level 85. You need 50 agility for the rogues equipment, and once again the 97 Herblore is suggested, and you can make 2.7 mil an hour off of pickpocketing elves. Then to crafting, this is kind of like a meh method, but then again though, you can utilize the drift nets for other things. So making drift nets, you make 359k an hour. You do that on Fossil Island, and you need 29 construction to make the bank, and level 26 crafting in order to do this. Moving on to Slayer, you can kill alchemical hydras at level 95 Slayer and make 3.3 mil an hour. That's a great money making method. I currently do not have a high enough Slayer, so it's something I want to get towards. But then again though, I also have my melee stats super high already, so I'm not really pushing for it. Going to Hunter it's going to be in the wilderness, so I don't really like the wilderness too much. I'm kind of scared of it. Mostly because I don't feel like running around dying and then, once again trying to go get exactly what I just had. Well, that's Black Chinchappa's level 80. You can get 916k an hour, so it's not bad. But once again, it's not the best money-making method that you can go out there, so why go into the wilderness and risk everything? Moving on to smithing with the Blast Furnace and making rune bars at level 85. This is a really hard grind, that's for sure, but it's a great way to also level up your smithing. You can make up to 1.1 mil an hour. Fishing, catching dark crabs, once again in the wilderness, level 85 fishing, and make 300k an hour. So a meh money making method, and you're in the wilderness too, so you're risking everything, so I don't know, to each their own. Moving on to woodcutting. Just like fishing is a very AFK method, you could do magic logs at level 75 woodcutting and make up to 130k an hour. In my opinion, if you really want to level up your fishing and your woodcutting, they're both really AFK like I just said. If you can maybe get an alternate account and then maybe do the more safe methods like, magic logs, or an alternative to fishing dark crabs like maybe sharks possibly, great way to still make some money, and you have 2 accounts and you're leveling up 2 accounts at the same time. And finally, farming with Raynar weeds, you need 65 farming. The reason why I say 65 is because you want the extra herb patch in the farming guild, and over time you can make 1 mil an hour. If you have any suggestions or anything that you think that was wrong in my video, I'd really appreciate you commenting. I don't really care if you call me out. Maybe I just overlooked something, and I would really, really appreciate it. And I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you can make some money and get that bond and continue being a member in Old School RuneScape. Thanks a lot.